almost HTML. So a small application, yeah, the summary application I want to develop. Okay, so this the HTML application and the summary, last final assignment, something like that. I want to develop a small assignment. Right? I will show for you people first how it is going to be here, how to implement that we are going to discuss, so that you people can feel more comfortable. Next time you remember, right? In the last session I used some Atom editor, HTML editor, sir. Have you ever have you downloaded this Atom? Yes, man. Atom downloaded and already started using, right? Yes, already started using small examples. Yes, compulsory we require to do Atom editor. Don't type H1 and so on, right? Okay, don't worry. So now in my system, Atom editor is already there. Okay, just observe that. We are going to use Malaya. We are going to use all the tags in our application, so that you people can get much clarity, right? Okay, that's why if we start using now, we may not remember the tags. You should, because we are at the end, we are using. Don't worry about that. Okay, at the end of the session we are using. That's why happily we can able to use that. No issue at all. Okay, now just let me go for. Okay, which application we are going to develop, sir? Which application we are going to develop? Just observe that Durga matrimonial. Are you getting that? Durga matrimonial, like these are things. Sir. The input tag, name, attribute is necessary. Swarup. So generally, no attribute is mandatory. But if you want to get the value of input text field, compulsory input must be that name must be required, sir. Make sure. Now have a look once about my example here. Legend this one, legend home.html. Wow, wonderful, man. Home.html. Okay, so now one small thing I will do that. One small thing, because CSS we should not use. But anyway, I used CSS. Just let me ignore this as CSS, because we don't know that CSS. That's fine. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, that's all. Have you observed, right? With the CSS, without CSS, the effect. Are you seeing? Okay, this is my matrimonial site. Okay, with the CSS, if I can use with the CSS, if I use that, now observe suddenly colors by default, everything will be. Have you observed that colorful by default is going to come? That is, anyway, we are going to discuss CSS in detail. Don't worry. Let me forget about this one. It's a very easy concept, sir. Don't worry. Don't feel sorry is ignoring something like that. Okay. Now this is the HTML. Sir, it is telling very clearly, welcome to Durga matrimonial. This is the image tag already there with me. Image tag. And then we are specialized in the following areas. This is the list, sir. Don't concentrate on content. Okay, my content is always funny. We are specialized in the following areas: late marriages, early marriages, second and third marriages, dating marriages, like this. Click here to register. Are you seeing right at the bottom? Click here to register. If I click this one, then automatically, yes, it's going to come. Oh, that CSS file I included in every page. That is the problem. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. I don't want to use that CSS. In the register.html, CSS is there. I don't know. At last we will use that. Okay. Now here, can you please have a look once? Registration form. All fields are mandatory. Enter name, enter email, enter age. Are you interested in dating? Yes or no? Sir, your expectations like Katrina Kaif, Kareena Kapoor, like this. So now, how many marriages you want? Something like drop down. Next, check boxes, and then text box, register. If I click register, immediately, of course, here there are some fields which are mandatory. Like this, I'm taking, sir. Sir, like now, register. If I, sir, thanks for registration, you will get match details soon by email. Have you remembered, right? Sir, all these things, sir, this is a small chota application, matter of 10 to 15 minutes or otherwise just 20 minutes around, we are going to develop. Remember that, sir, okay? So now what I want to take is just observe carefully, sir. Let me start Atom. Okay, I have Atom is there. Let me start Atom. Next, what I want to take here is, okay, 1 minute, sir. Atom. Next, let me take another folder. Durga matrimonial is already there. So just I want to create one more folder. Durga matrimonial. Sir, Durga matrimonial. Okay, 8 p.m. something like, or 8:30 p.m. something like this I took, sir. Sir, in the Durga matrimonial site, one image is there. That image must be required for me. Regarding one image is there. Just I want to take image. Beyond that, nothing, sir. This is Durga matrimonial. Next, this is the Durga matrimonial 8 p.m. Sir, in this, just let me take one image. What is the image, sir? Mat.png. Regarding mat.png, this is the image what we have. Okay, png file is there, sir. Okay, well, now let me start the atom. Yes, man, my atom got started. So all these things I don't want. Okay, sir. Yesterday and the day after, yesterday and day before yesterday, we discussed several applications related to the CSS, right? Okay, in my offline batch. Don't worry, sir. Add the right click. Sir, add the project folder. What is the project folder, sir? In the new Durga matrimonial 8 p.m. right? Select this folder. Yes, I selected, sir. Sir, are you able to see what I'm doing? Yes, ma'am. I created one folder, Durga matrimonial 8 p.m. Next, and after that, sir, here there one image file is already there. I hope either clear, right? No HTML pages and so on. Okay. Now what I want to take, right click, new file. Right click, new file. Sir, what I'm taking, home.html, because this is the home page, home.html, like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, first home page must be required. Home page must be required. Sir, how the home page looks like? Sir, here, welcome to Durga matrimonial. Sir, don't concentrate on styles. Remember that until HTML, don't concentrate on styles. Okay, once CSS is going to start, concentrate only on style. Okay, but here content, h1 tag, next the image, like this. Can you please tell, sir, first HTML? Okay, how I can able to get HTML, sir? Just enter HTML came. Sir, this is Durga matrimonial. Sir, welcome. Durga matrimonial site, something like this I'm taking, sir. So first h1 tag must be required. Have you observed that h1 tag must be required? Welcome to Durga matrimonial. Okay, h1. That's all. h1 enter. Observe that h1 enter. I'm not required to type h1 less than and so on, like. Okay, just a copy. Welcome to Durga matrimonial. Next, after this tag, one image must be there. Image is there. Can you please tell if you want to include image, what I have to type? Please respond. What I have to type? Image tag must be required. img, enter. Regarding img, enter. What is the name of the image? On the left hand side, are you seeing the name of the image, right? mat.png. Already there, sir. mat.png. Okay, alternative, sir, image not available. Something like, if you want, you can able to take, sir. No problem at all. Yes, sir, up to this it's going to come or not. There is one way is there, sir. On the right click, next copy full path. If you observe that, if you observe copy full path, what is this shortcut? Anyone, can you please tell? Control Shift C. Are you getting that? Control Shift C. Okay, copy full path. Now Control Shift C. Okay, open the browser, sir. Okay, this is my browser. Assume new one. Open the browser like this, right? Open the browser. This is Durga matrimonial 8 p.m. home. Yes, perfectly. It's coming up to that. No problem at all. Welcome to, like this, right? Sir, this is the original already available. This is my, I want to download. Next, after that, here I want to take, we are specialized in the following areas. This is the paragraph tag. Regarding this is the paragraph tag. Okay, now can you please guide what I have to take, sir? P tag. That's a P, enter. Okay, you are not required to type less than and so on. P tag. Okay, now copy. we are specialized in the following areas. Okay, we are specialized in the following areas. Now, the remaining, have you observed, right? Late marriages, early marriages, second and third marriages, dating come marriages, all these things are nothing but UL. Okay, what we call this unordered list. Unordered list. UL enter. UL enter. Sir, inside UL, several LIs must be required. LI. Are you getting LI? Okay. Sir, what is the first option? Okay. Late marriages is my first option. Just copy paste late marriages. Now, there is one small shortcut, right? Atom shortcuts are there. Please observe. Sir, if you want the same line multiple times, duplicate line, same line, can you please create again and again? It's a very common requirement, sir. What I have to take, sir? Sir, Control Shift D, Control Shift D, like this I'm taking. So duplicate line, so that the data I can able to change it. So first one late marriages, second one early marriages. Okay, second one early marriages. Sir, next sir, while developing web applications, make sure, sir. So you require to copy, sir, copy paste from several locations. Sir. What you can able to do is just please copy that text here. Next and after that, just copy paste wherever it is required. Instead of, it's a very common, sir, colors, fonts, everything we require to do that. That's why, sir, like here, that's all. Okay, now terminology is very clear for you people, right? Yes, sir, that's all. UL. Okay, like this. Up to this, let me cross check, sir. Okay, yes, we are specialized in the following areas, late marriages and so on. At last, click here to register. One hyperlink must be required. Click here to register. Please guide, sir. Click here to register. What I have to take? Which tag must be required? Young anchor tag. Just A. That's all. A enter. HRF. Okay. If you click to which page it should go? Register.html. Register.html. Sir, what display text you require? Sir, click here. So to register. Okay. Click here to register. Like this I'm taking. Yes. I will look once. Yes, sir, that's all. Everything is clear for all of it. Sir, we are in a position. Okay. H1 tag. Next image tag. Next and after that. Yes, we are specialized. Paragraph tag. These things are nothing but what we call unordered list. Click here to register is a hyperlink. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Are you in a position to see? But I'm seriously telling. Don't concentrate on styles. Such styles, don't worry. Fonts, styles, everything. CSS is going to take care. Just here, concentrate only on the content. Observe that. Clear, right? Up to this? Okay. If I click this one, now the control should goes to. If I click here, now the control should goes to. Can you please tell? If I click hyperlink, the control should goes to register.html. But the register.html is not there. Are you getting right? So here, have you observed right? Can you please observe carefully? This type of analysis must be required, sir. This type of analysis must be required. Sir, here, I want to click here. If I click this one, automatically the control will goes to which place? Observe, this type of analysis must be required. Oh, the control is going for register.html. Register.html is not there. That's why we are getting the file was not found. Okay, because I didn't develop register.html. Okay, well, right click, new file. Okay, what I have to take, sir? Register.html. I'm taking. Excellent, sir. Now register page is ready. Okay, in the HTML compulsory. Yes, sir, that's all. This is, sir, registration form. Okay, registration form. Especially this one must be required, registration form. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. Now in the original, this is Durga Matrimonial original. Click here to register. Okay, registration form. So it is the H1 tag. It's the H1 tag. This one is the H2 tag. All. So first, what I want, sir, registration form. H1 tag. H1 enter. Okay, registration form. Next, H2 enter. H2 enter. All fields are mandatory. Assume that's all. Just I'm trying to print, sir. All fields are mandatory. Well, sir, observe. Now, either link is working properly or not. Can you please observe? Click here to register. Yes, ma'am. Automatically the control is coming to register.html. Registration form. All fields are mandatory. Okay, well. What next I have to take? What next we are I have to take, sir? Very simple. Very simple. Here just observe the browser. What is the next one, sir? Here these name, email, age must be required. Regarding name, email and age must be required. First, let me concentrate about name. Sir, have you remembered labels must be required or not? Yes, this name is the label, email is the label, age is the label like. So, what I want to take is, can you please guide, sir? Oi, can you please guide? Label. Okay, what label you want? Enter name. Enter name like this, right? So this is for name label. This is the name label. Okay, label is ready, sir. Okay. Now, here 1 minute. Where is the form tag? Where is the form tag? We are talking about this one. But all these things should be part of form or not? Yes, compulsory. That's why before this, we have to talk about form. Okay, we require to talk about form tag. Assume that's it. Okay, form. I'm taking form. Okay, in that, don't concentrate about all these nonsense. At last, we will talk about that. Don't worry, sir. In that, I'm taking label. Okay, label is ready. Form tag. In that, sir, for this label, I want to create input tag. Input type is equal to text. Name is always text only. Sir, name is equal to any name you can take. Username. Next, do you know? I don't want to take. Have you observed, right? Here enter name. Observe that. Enter name. Listen carefully. Enter name. Okay. Here I want to hear. Is it the value attribute or placeholder? Anyone can you please guide? Is it value or placeholder? Placeholder is always recommended, right? We should placeholder. Okay. I don't want to take value. Placeholder. Okay. Placeholder. Sir, what value we are going to take for the placeholder? Okay. Enter name. Okay. Enter name. Like this I'm taking, sir. Enter name. So now ID must be required. ID is equal to here just legend this a bit carefully, sir. ID. Okay. Like what is the value of ID, sir? Name. But the value of ID itself is nothing but name. That's all. First label and the corresponding input field is ready, sir. Can I copy paste these things? Okay, so that next the remaining things also my life will become very easy. Okay, like this. So input ID. What are the next ones are? Name, email, and age. That's why enter email. This is for mail, sir. Next, obviously this is for mail. Next, type is equal to. Please guide. Type is equal to. Please guide. Type is equal to email. What is the advantage? You know. Type is equal to email. Next, name is equal to. Okay, sir. Email. Something like I'm taking, sir. Mail. Okay, mail. And the placeholder. Enter mail ID. Enter mail ID. Something like I'm taking, sir. Now that's all. This is about second label is ready. Okay, the rate compulsory must be required. That's why. Third label, sir. Enter name, email, age. Okay, well. So third one, enter age, sir. Enter age like this. I'm taking. ID will become age. Type is a text only. Sir, enter age field. Next, enter age like this. I'm taking, sir. Enter age like. Up to this, not required to keep any explanation, sir. Next, all fields are mandatory. Like that's why what we have to take, sir. Here, mandatory. Mandatory means what I have to take, sir. Required. Are you getting required? Next, here also required. Okay, required like this. Next, here also required. But compulsory you should provide. Okay, required like this. Any doubt? Okay. Now let me cross check, sir. Let me cross check. Sir, this is the form. Click here, click here. Sir, that's all. Registration form, all fields. Enter name, enter email, enter age, and so on. But anyway, just all the things are coming in the same line. Better to use BR tag. Are you getting? BR. Next one after that, BR. Okay? Like I'm taking BR. Sir, don't concentrate much on the style, I told. But anyway, it seems to be a bit ugly. That's why I'm taking, sir. Enter name and enter email and then enter age. Let me add one more BR. Of course, let me add one more BR so that a bit relaxedly the elements are going to come, sir. Okay, have a look once. That's all. Enter name, email, and enter age. Okay, that's it, sir. So pre tag we can able to use, no problem. Yes. So now, what next thing we require to talk about? Yes, can you please observe? In this, what the next one, sir? Are you interested in dating or not? Okay, are you interested in dating or not? Like this, I'm going to take, sir. Sir, what I have to take? Is it radio buttons or not? Yes, radio button labels must be required. First, let me take, sir, some H2 tag. Are you interested in dating or not? Okay, and then let me take labels, label for yes, label for yes, like this I'm taking label for yes, sir. Sir, are you interested in dating or not? Yes, like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell input type is equal to radio? Are you getting input type is equal to radio button like I'm taking, sir. Next, ID is equal to, sir, have you observed, right? ID I'm taking Y value. ID is the Y value, right? Like this. So this first one is ready, sir. First one is the ready. Second one, sir. Okay, label. Now this time, no I'm taking. Second label, sir. Can you please observe that? Second label I'm taking, sir. Input ID is the okay, name and value. We are not required to worry about that. Okay, 1 minute. Let me cross check. Yes, are you interested in dating? Yes or no? But the problem here is, if I can take yes ma'am, I'm interested in dating. If I can take no, I'm interested. Both are selected. How both are going to be selected? Because only one value should be selected. How you can able to, sir, do that? Correct. How you can able to do? These are two radio buttons related to one name. That's why at a time only one value by default is going to be accepted. Okay, name I'm taking dating. Okay, here also name I'm taking dating like this, right? Sir, now observe radio button is also ready, sir. If you select yes, then automatically, sir, if you select no, automatically yes will be disabled. Yes, no, something like this. Any doubt? Correct? Name attribute should be same. Then only if name attribute is not same, what will happen, sir? Both are treated as two independent radio buttons. You can select both the things, right? Okay? That's all. This is the first thing what we have to do that. Any doubt up to this? Radio button is also ready. If we want to unselect, yes, unselect means only one value you are going to take now. Automatically it will be unselected. Okay, now don't concentrate about, yes, I'm telling Aman Kumar, don't concentrate about alignment, styles, all these things. That is our next topic. Okay, so yes, concentrate only on content like this. So now what I want to do, one small thing I want to explain for good people, right? Just observe that, sir. Just observe a small thing I want to tell. So otherwise, sir is telling some, okay, he is showing okay, but style is not there like some people are feeling. For them, I want to show one small example and then I will continue. Matter of 1 minute, don't worry. Here, there is one application in there. What is this application name? Durga. What is the application name? Durga? Gambling. Durga gambling. Gambling application is there, sir. Have a look once. Durga gambling. Now, this is gambler.html is there, sir. Okay. Let me remove this one. Let me remove this link. Observe that. If I remove this link, how HTML looks like? Observe that. a look once, sir. It is going to display. Don't worry about that. Just I remove that link. 1 minute. Why it's taken this much time? Yeah. Font APIs I'm using. Yeah, luckily. Sir, have you observed, right? How the data looks like? That's a very plain. Hey, Durga gambling group, India's #1 gambling group. Okay, are you interested to join this group? Enter name, enter mail ID, enter mobile number, join us. Are you getting that? Join us. Like this seems to be like this. Sir, seems to be, sir, nothing, just a data and so on. Now think a bit very carefully. One small tag I want to use. That tag is CSS tag. CSS tag. If I use a CSS tag, if I use CSS, just I use it, refresh. Just I use it, refresh. If I use CSS tag, just refresh. Observe that. What? Have you observed, right? Same application only, same thing only. How the style by default is going to be changed? Are you getting that? Same thing only. How the application by default will be changed, sir? Now observe this type of styling. We are going to do that. Join us. Please include mail ID @gmail.com. Join us. Observe that. Thanks for interest gambling. Our experts will contact you soon. Are you getting? So don't concentrate about style. That is our next topic. There I will discuss much. Okay. Here concentrate only on the content. That's about my intention of telling this one. Okay. That's all. Registration form is ready. Up to input field is ready. What is the next one I have to take, sir? Please guide. What I have to take? Your expectations are like. What is this one, sir? This is assume that H2 tag or H3 tag. H2 tag, sir. H2. Sir, your expectations are like you want your life partner. Life partner should be like okay. Your expectations are like. Can you please guide, sir? Drop down list. How you can able to develop? I forgot, sir. Anyone can you please guide? Anyone can you please guide? Select a tag must be required. Select a tag is required. Okay, don't worry about that. Select a tag must be required. Within the select tag, there are several options. Are you getting that? There are several options. So option tag must be required. Option name. First name I'm taking. Do you want like Katrina Kaif? Do you want something like a Katrina Kaif? Yes. If it is the case, KF is the value. First one, sir. Sir, I want to duplicate this line. Can you please tell what the shortcut I require to use? I want to duplicate this line multiple times. What is the shortcut? Control-Shift-D. Remember, Control-Shift-D in the atom. Atom it is the shortcut, sir. I hope in Eclipse also it's going to work. Control-Shift-D. Okay, like that. So Katrina Kaif. Okay, like sir. Any other name you can take. Priyanka. Okay. Next here. Okay, our favorites are Sunny Leone. Okay, the most social service leader. Okay, Mallika Sharawat. Like this I'm taking, sir. So my life partner should be how your life partner like. Okay, now have a look once. Is it coming or not? Okay, well, ma'am, your expectations like Katrina Kaif or Priyanka or Sunny Leone or Mallika Sharawat, something like this. Okay, well, we are not required to worry about names and so on. Okay, name, if you want, just give the name, your expectations. Expected. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. Next, the multiple values if you want to take. Multiple values you want to take. Malaya. How many people you require, man? Only one. Don't go for other. Your life cinema will be horrible. I hope you are not married, it seems. Malaya, are you married? Malaya, are you married or unmarried? That's why you are telling multiple. Once you married, then single also I don't want. Like you definitely you are going to get the feeling. Okay, now that's all. So now this is just observe that. Okay, sir, your expectations are like we took, right? Next one. There are some people are telling correct like maybe married people are confirming my word. Okay, well, next thing, sir. What is the what next time I want to take here is observe, sir. This is okay. Like Adna. Next, how many marriages you want? Okay, well, this is the next one, sir. How many marriages you want like this? I'm taking. Okay, like just kidding. Don't take any serious. Bargain. Just like just kidding. Don't take that much serious, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. How many marriages you want like this? Like, sir, now again drop down. Again drop down. How you can able to implement, sir? Select the next in the how many number of marriages. Okay, well, name. In the options must be required. Option like, sir, now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, I want here just I'm taking 1, sorry. Here I'm taking 1 like I'm taking. Next one after that, Control Shift D. Sir, do you want a 2? Do you want a 2? Do you want a 3? Do you want a 3 or 4? Like whatever you want, you have to specify, sir. Okay, but not recommended to go for more than 1. Okay, otherwise you will horrible to bear. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, that's all. Up to this is the clear, right? Now, next, name is equal number. No, just anyway, just think a bit very carefully, sir. Always name only in HTML and CSS. This name fields are never going to play any role. Once our backend is going to start, in the backend, everything we have to talk by using name only. Sir, in the backend, I want to know which value E got selected. Then this by using number only, you have to get that. That's why compulsory. As of now, HTML, CSS, these names are not required. Whether you are taking or not taking, no difference at all. Don't worry, sir. Okay, like that's all. Up to this is the clear. Now, what next I have to take, sir? Oh, Katinaka family marriage. Sir, are you heavy alcoholic on some checkbox? Sir, some checkbox I'm taking, sir. Are you heavy alcoholic or not? Okay. Now, just H2 tag I'm taking. H2 like this. Are you heavy alcoholic? Like, sir, now what these ones are? Yes, no, or only on weekends, something like you can actually may not that much meaningful this word. Okay, may not, yes or no, or only on weekend, something like checkbox. How you can able to do that, sir? Can you please guide? Import type is equal to checkbox. Import type is equal to checkbox like this, right? Sir, first yes, no, and then only on weekends. Sir, can you use the word? Those things are nothing but labels are not. Yes, you can take label or otherwise no problem at all. What I'm taking? Just yes. Okay, value, yes, like this I'm taking, sir. So here, this name itself is nothing but just alcoholic, like. So what is the value, sir? If you select yes, then automatically this is the value. Control Shift D, like this, right? So checkbox. Second one, sir. Second one, no, sir. Are you heavy alcoholic? No. Next, sir, here. What is that? Only on weekends. Only on weekends. Only on weekends like this, right? Okay. Only on weekends. Only weekends like this. Something. Can you please have a look once, sir? This is about import, sir. But how all these checkboxes are grouped, sir? Anyone can you please tell? How all these checkboxes are grouped into single one? I mean, not grouped. I mean, all these are related to only one field only. How you can able to identify that these are grouped into a single? Because of same name. Are you getting that? Because of same name. Now observe that. Let me refresh. Yes. How many marriages you want? 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, are you heavy alcoholic or not? Yes or no, or otherwise, sir, only on weekends. Something like you can able to take. Okay. Well, sir. Well. What is the next one? Your preferences and extra information. Your preferences and extra information. Okay. Again, H2 tag I have to take. Again, H2 tag. What your preferences and extra information. Like this I'm taking, sir. Okay. Now, what is this one, sir? Last one? Text area. Have you remembered, right? Okay. text area like this. Okay, name is the preferences. Okay, like I'm taking preferences, rows like this automatically. Can you please cross check, sir? Okay, either checkbox is coming or not? Yes. Okay, after this one PR tag I'm taking. Next, last one, sir. Input tag, type submit. Okay, this is the submit tag. Value register. Okay, like this. Value register. Next, sir, you know all these things are there inside a form. But where is the closing of this form? Oh, here only the form got closed. You are getting, but all the form only, all these things are required. Okay, 1 minute, sir. We will discuss. Okay, that's all. Input type is equal to like this. Now, have a look once. All the things are ready or not? Yes, ma'am. Name, email. Next, and after that, age. Next, are you interested in dating or not? Yes or no? Next, your expectations are like how many marriages you want? Are you heavy alcoholic and so on? Register. Like this, I'm taking, sir. Just the register. But yeah. Sir, can we go with the labels with the checkbox? Yeah, Shashank, we can able to do that. No problem at all. But whenever I click this one, now the control should goes to thank you.html. But where I have to define thank you.html? Anyone can you please guide? If I submit this one, okay, where is the next one? Where is the next one? Can you please tell? Form action. Here is a very important action is equal to thank you dot html. Like this I'm taking, sir. What is this one, sir? Thank you dot html like this I'm taking. Okay, now sir, just let me submit all. Durga, enter email. Durga, enter age, some 48 I'm taking. Are you interested and so on? Katanak, I required. Next, and after that, how many marriages I want? 4 marriages minimum. Heavy alcoholic, yes. Okay, like this. Register. Okay, that's all. Sir, even you register 1 minute. Yeah, we have to create thank you.html. Otherwise, yes. Sir, actually, have you observed, right? It is reflecting to register.html only. Why it's not going for? Yes, am I doing any mistake? No. Form action is equal to thank you.html. Like all these things are clear. Okay. Now that's it. Okay, that's all. Now just observe carefully, sir. So let me create that thank you.html also. Yes. Okay. New file. Here thank you.html. HTML I'm taking. Okay. Sorry, here HTML. Now here title thank you. Something like I'm taking, sir. Even H1 tag also. If I submit all these things, okay, like 48, something like I'm taking. Yes, no, like yes, like just I'm selling. Register. Thank you.html. Thanks for registration. Okay, H1 tag I'm taking. Thanks for registration like this. Thanks for registration. Next, you will get match details soon by email. Okay, H2 like this. That's all, friends. So now, okay, this is about, okay, what is the complete form is ready. Let me cross check. Let me close this one. Again, it's going to work or not. Let me start my journey from here. Okay. If you want to just copy the path, Control Shift C of this file path we are going to get. Open the browser. Yes. Here just observe. Yeah, Shashank, 1 minute. We are going to check. Sir, click here to register. Sir, name Durga. Enter email Durga@ some 48. Are you interested in dating? Yes. Your expectations are like Sunny Leone and 4 marriages I want. Yes. No. Something like yes. Okay. Next, and after that, here some data. like this register. Okay, perfectly, it's going on. Yes, Shashank, can you please cross check? Perfectly, it's going to work. Perfectly. Do you know, this thing is nothing but one small application, man. What there inside? Just the styles, colors, images, all those cinema. We can able to do that. So, if you want only one value you have to select, then you should not go for checkboxes. Then you should go for what? Radio button. Remember that. Radio button means one value. If you want multiple options are there with you, then you should require to go for checkboxes. So I want to go for checkbox, but I want to select only one value. That is, you are doing wrong. Okay, like anyone can able to understand, right? Sir, here values, names are mandatory, but in this example, up to HTML, we are not having any restrictions. Whether you are defining the name, whether we are defining the value, and so on, we are not required to worry. Because the reason is, we never going to use these values, we never going to use these names. If you want a value entered by end user in the backend, yes, read all the data, and then read all the data, and then save in the database. Something like, if you want to read this data, then two important fields will come in the picture. One is name. Are you getting? One is name, second one is values. Remember that. Until you don't want to read the data, then there is no impact of name and value. Correct, right? Are you able to understand? Okay, like it. Yeah. One thing, sir. There are some small doubts are triggering. I will just let me clarify first. 1 minute, please. Okay. I'm not getting on my page. May I have done something? Shashank, what you did? What your doubt? I mean, you are not getting query string. After submit, you are not getting query string. Is your doubt, Shashank? Yes. What maybe you did? Here, see this one. Maybe you did a small, not mistake. It is the property. Here I have observed. Just in register.html form action is equal to thank you.html. Can you please go to that? Here, am I define method attribute or not? Okay, sir. If you define method attribute post, if you define method attribute post and get, there are two things are available, sir. If you specified get, then compulsory data by default will be displayed in the query string. I mean in the URL. Okay. Now observe that 48 something like I'm selecting like a dot like this is register. Have you observed, right? Now the data you can able to see in the query string. This is called query string. Very important word. Okay. So have you observed, right? This is called thank you dot. So this one is nothing but username and so on. It is the query string. It's called query string. But sometimes what will happen is, do you know, Shashank, observe that. Sometimes what will happen is, sir, my data, username, password, credit card information, boss, you should not display in the URL, sir. If any person is going to open my URL, if he is going to see, then my data by default will be gone. Security problems are going to come. If your data is very sensitive, if you don't want to display in the URL, okay, what you have to take here is post we have to take. Are you getting? Post we require to take. If you take post, then what will happen is, observe that carefully, sir. Observe that carefully. If you take post, okay, let me select Durga. Next and after that, Durga 48. Next and so on. Now submit. Next 1, 2, 4 like this. I'm selecting. Yes. Are you seeing right? Are you seeing any data in the URL or not? No. Yes. Shashank, are you getting right? Are you getting? That is what the difference between get and post. Okay, it's a very, very important question for the interview room. What is the difference between get and post? Almost around 10 to 12 differences are available, right? Okay, so if you want, you can able to see. But anyway, I will discuss while covering the Django. Don't worry about that. Okay, so then suppose I have one small doubt, sir. I have one small doubt. I'm not using, sir, any method attribute. Is it acceptable or not? Is the method attribute the mandatory or not mandatory? Mandatory or not mandatory? Not mandatory. The default method for the form, if you are not using method attribute, default method for the form is get method. Remember, now I didn't use that, I saved that. Okay, now observe that. Observe this. Now enter name Durga. Enter mail ID. Okay, Durga @ enter age 48. Okay, some yes. Then I type something like I'm taking, sir. Now here observe a bit carefully. I'm selecting some values. Now submit. Now the data will be displayed in the URL or not? Please respond. Now the data will be displayed in the URL or not? Yes, because I didn't use method attribute. The default value for method attribute is get. If you are not mentioning get only, are you seeing right? The data is going to display or not? Yes, that is the difference between get and the post. Okay, method attribute, right? But anyway, this one is going to play the role once backend is going to start, because so there. But until that, so this is the data is not encrypted. Directly you are able to see, right? Durga, name is Durga, mail ID Durga, @Gmail. Percentage 40 is nothing but @ symbol. Age is equal to 48, dating and so on, like. Yes, we are going to use get or post based on our requirement. Security problem, huge amount of data, binary data. If you want to upload, better to go for post. I don't want security, just I want to get the information from the server. Better to go for what we call get, something like it. You know, if you observe, very important question for the interview room, sir. If the time permits, better to just go through that. Better to go through that, or otherwise just open the Google difference between get and post. Have you remembered? Are you seeing right? Difference between get and post. Very important question, sir. Get and post by Durga, sir. Like, better to click by Durga, sir. Like, yes, almost a beautiful discussion. 2 videos I uploaded only for the get and post. The most valuable concept in the web application area, whether it is the Java, PHP or ASP, like what is the differences between get and post. Compulsory you people should aware, sir. Okay, like this is that much important concept for the interview room. Remember that. Okay, so very important, sir. One minute. Just to skip this. Can you please even the notes also clearly I provided, just if the time permits. Yeah, almost around 11 points material is already there with you. Okay. Like what is the get and post and so on. Hey, Durga sir only, don't feel some other person. Yeah, anyway, go through that, but very important, sir. Very important for the interview room, I'm sure. Okay, that's all. Now, I hope everyone can able to understand. Yes, first at least basic idea about HTML. Okay, if you feel comfortable, still I want to add some more extra things I want to talk, sir. If you feel comfortable, some more extra things I want to talk. Up to this is the clear, right? That's all. If you are going to develop the application like this, now can you please guide where the backend will come in the picture in this application? Where the backend? What is the job of backend, sir? Shivagni, what is the job of backend, sir? Okay, values. Whatever end user entered the data, read the data. Next, already in my database, his required profiles already there. Match, read that data from the database. Display compatible information. Boss, hello Durga, your probable matches are the following. Can you please have a look? Like I want to generate dynamic content based on end user. Some end users are very much interested to go for marriage like Sunny Leone. Then Sunny Leone related such type of matches I have to display. Some people may want to go for Mallika Sherawat. Then automatically Mallika Sherawat, such type of based on end user requirement. I have to process that dynamic data I have to display for the end user. So such type of background if you want to do that. So who is the responsible, sir? Backend is the responsible. Are you getting right? So names, values, we never going to worry unless and until backend is not there. Remember that if you are talking about backend reading, then only these things. So if the backend is not there, if you are not going to read that, why you are defining such element in your HTML page? Are you getting why you are defining such type of thing in your HTML page? That's why compulsory what backend required should reflect in the front end. Okay, compatibility must be there, man. Like clear? Any doubt about this? Okay. Now there is one more small thing I have to talk about that. Just HTML validations. Are you getting that? But how we can link a front end and back end? That is Shivagni. That is our course. Are you getting? So almost around after just 15 days, you can ask the same question. Then I can able to tell. Okay. So that is what we have to do that. Yeah. Just few minutes. Just observe a small HTML validations I have to discuss. Matter of 5 minutes, right? I won't take much time, please. HTML validations, right? Sir, even HTML also up to certain level can perform validations, right? Up to certain level, even HTML also can perform validations, right? What type of validations by HTML can able to do that? Very simple, sir. By using HTML, we can perform the following validations. First one is required. Already we discussed it or not? Required. Just keep required at last. Compulsory. You should enter the data. Otherwise, it won't accept. Sir. Compulsory, it should require. Second one, sir, email. Are you getting email also? I covered. Email means compulsory. You should require. Next, multiple values. If you want, you can able to select. Next, validation. I'm talking about password means encryption is going to be happen. Okay, so some masking is going to be happen. Right? Required email. Next, third ones are very important one. This point I didn't discuss, right? Sometimes what will happen is the content should be minimum 5 length. Password field should be minimum 5 characters, max 10 characters. Have you ever heard about this type of thing? Minimum 5 characters, max 10 characters, something like that. You should use. Okay, how we can implement only in HTML level? Are you getting that? Only in HTML level. How you can able to implement that? That part we are going to discuss. Just have a look once, sir. Min and max length. The first two things already we covered. That's why I'm not going to talk about required and the email. Already we used it in the last example, right? Sir, min and max, how you can able to take, sir? Assume that there is one password is there, sir. Assume password, or otherwise text field is there. That the text field should take minimum 5 characters, max 10 characters only. How you can able to take, sir? Assume input type is equal to text. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to some name, user ID. Okay, name is equal to user ID. Okay, like next pattern, very important, sir. Pattern, not max length is equal to 6 and so on. Pattern. Okay, pattern. Sir, which pattern you want? Are you getting right? Which pattern you want? You want just dot. Remember, sir. It is a regular expressions concept. In the Python, regular expressions already you people aware. Dot means any character you can take. Sir. But curly brace open 5, 10 like this. Sir, here at the beginning, which thing is there? Dot. That means what in the regular expressions? Any character you can take, sir. Any character. But 5 means minimum this many. Max this many. like that, right? This is called a regular expression. Okay, sir, just observe 5 comma 10 I'm taking. 5 comma 10. This is the pattern I'm taking, sir. Next, sir, by mistake, if you are not doing that, sir, which information I want to display for the end user? Are you getting that? Which information I have to display for the end user? Title is equal to hello, please enter, or otherwise value should be minimum of 6 characters, minimum of 5 characters, and maximum of 10 characters. Okay, like whatever you want, sir, like you can able to take title like this, right? Next, sir, placeholder. Next, and after that required, all the remaining things are remaining properties are same. So, but anyway, this min length and max length. In min length and max length, what we require to take, sir? Here, this title value should be minimum of 5 characters and maximum of 10 characters and pattern. These two words are very important, sir. Are you getting that? So, lower case and upper case, like here, that depends on regular expression. You can implement any type of validation, no problem at all. Just I will tell 1 or 2 other examples also, so that you people can get much clearer, right? What title does? Yes, you can able to see now. 1 minute, sir. Let me take one more HTML, sir, sample demo.html like this. Okay, demo.html, like I'm taking, sir. Observe that a bit carefully, sir. HTML, like now here body, just I'm taking form tag. Next, within the form tag, I'm taking here just one enter name. Are you getting enter name like this? I'm taking, sir. So here input tag I'm taking input type is equal to text, name is equal to user ID like this, sir. Here place. Can you please tell? Anyway, all these nonsense already common, sir. What is that? One extra thing we require to take. What is that? What is the validations purpose? Which attribute I have to take? Ayo, I forgot. What is that attribute name? Pattern. Pattern is equal to dot curly brace open 5 comma 10. Dot curly brace open 5 comma 10. Next, you want which one? You want min comma max. Okay. And then what title you want? Sir, I don't want to keep any title. Okay, leave that. Next, import type is equal to submit. Input type is equal to submit. Okay, name is equal to sir register. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. That's the end of the form. Okay, now Control Shift C means copy full path. Open that in the browser. Yes, enter name and register. Enter name and register. I'm trying to enter D. Can you please tell? Is it valid or not? Yes, ma'am. D. Valid or invalid? Please guide. Valid or invalid? Now let me observe that. Okay, immediately it is telling. What is that? What it is telling? Please match the requested format. Sir, please match the requested format. The end user may not have that much clarity. What is the match required? Provide some understandable form to the end user. For that purpose, we require to go for title. Now observe that. Here, I want to add title like hello. The value minimum 5 characters, and the max 10 characters. Like this I did, sir. Now let me refresh. Yes, ma'am. Okay, D and so on. Sir, just I'm taking D. 4 D's only. Register. Have you observed, right? Please match the requested format. Minimum 5 characters and max 10 characters. Now, are you able to see the impact of title attribute or not? Yes, Nandakishore. Are you able to see the impact of title attribute or not? Yes. Make sure, sir. This is a title like this. Okay. Now 5 characters. 7 characters I'm taking. Yeah, 5 character, more than 5. More than 5 I'm taking, sir. 6 I'm taking. Acceptable or not? Acceptable. Now it is submitted, but you didn't define that index. That's why the problem is coming. But anyway, submitted, acceptable. Right? Now I'm taking like this. Can you please tell, is it going to work or not? If I can take dot, 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 and so on, is it going to work or not? No, because max of how many characters? Max of how many characters? 10 only. Now observe that register. Minimum 10 characters, 5 characters are max at 10 only. But you are taking 20 or 25. How I can able to do that? Like this, it's going to take. Clear, right? I hope everyone in a position to understand. What is this type of validation also we can able to do by using HTML only up to certain level. So validations part also can be done by using HTML only, right? If you are not providing, yeah. So up to this is the clear. Now some people may ask, sir, I want some other validation, sir. So what validation I want? Only alphabet symbols I want. By mistake, if you entered any digit or any special character, immediately object. Then what I have to take? My regular expression should be, sir, only A to Z, lowercase alphabet symbols. Only A to Z, lowercase alphabet symbol. How many things you can able to take, sir? Any number of things you can able to take. Something like star mark. Again, something like star mark. Or okay, this is Rohit. \W means lowercase or uppercase or digits. This is \W means lowercase, uppercase or digits, alphanumeric. But I want only lowercase alphabet symbol. How many, sir? How many required? Okay, A to Z star. So one symbol must be required. After that, you can take any number, no problem at all. 2 number, 3 number, 4 number. But at least one must be required. At least one must be required. This is about my requirement. Let me change the pattern. Here. Direct regular expressions concept. In the Python, we are going to discuss. Don't worry. A to Z star. Let me cross check. Is it going to be affected or not? Okay. Is it going to be affected or not? Sir, A, B, I'm taking, sir. A, B, C. Okay. Submit. Perfect. It's accepted. But I didn't define action attribute. That's why accepted. Now capital A I'm taking, sir. Capital A I'm taking. Register. Immediately registering. But anyway, I didn't change the title. That's why immediately it's going to take. Are you getting that? A, B, C, A. Immediately it is going to object. Are you getting right? Sorry. Okay. Some special characters I'm taking, sir. A at the rate symbol. Immediately, yes, it is not allowed. Everyone can able to understand? Okay, like yeah, Aman, we can able to do such a type of validations based on regular expressions. First, you people should be aware about regular expressions, right? Then you can able to understand. Just concentrate how you can apply pattern for a HTML. Sir, sometimes what will happen? I want yellow only digits. Then 0 to 9. Then 0 to 9 star mark. 0 to 9 sir plus. At least one digit. Only digits are allowed. Here my title should be only digits are allowed. Are you getting? Only digits. 0 to 9, any digits you can take, sir. Only digits are allowed. Okay. Now refresh. Sir, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Acceptable. Okay. Next and after that, sir, A1, B2 invalid. Are you getting invalid? Only digits are allowed. Why you are taking A, B and so on. Okay. Such type of options also possible. Clear, right? Any doubt? Okay. Yes, digits are not. That's what Shivagni. That is what you have to be aware. Just only based on the regular expressions, right? Okay. If you aware regular expressions concept, then you can able to do that. Sir, alphanumerics are allowed. Alphanumeric symbols are allowed. \W. \W means any word character. Remember that. \W means any word character. Means sir, you can take A to Z, lowercase, or you can take capital A to Z, or you can take 0 to 9, 0 to 9, and then surplus at least one character. At least one character. You can take alphabet symbol either lowercase or uppercase or this is like this you can able to take. Okay. Now have a look once. Have a look once. Only alphanumeric symbols are allowed. Only alphanumeric symbols are allowed. Special characters are not allowed. Are you getting? Special characters. Special characters are not allowed. Special characters are not allowed. Only alphabet symbols are allowed. Now have a look once. Refresh. A1, B2, C3 like this I'm taking. Valid. It's going further. Valid. It's going to further. Suppose I'm taking A1, C dash symbol and E I'm taking. Ash symbol immediately it's going to update. Hey, special characters are not allowed. Special characters are not allowed like this, right? Okay. Anyway, what is the difference between plus? What is the difference between plus, star, and so on? These things we will discuss in the regular expressions. Malaya, star means any number of characters. Plus means at least one character. Star means any number of characters. Plus means at least one character. Underscore symbol is not allowed, Rohit. Backslash W means only either lowercase symbols. Here A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9 means alphabet symbols and digits only. Clear, right? Yeah. Yeah. So that's all, friends. This is what you people should evaluate. Just